Welcome to Coffee with Aesthetics. I am Joanna Lurchi, your host. We are actually recording this because we just lost the
The
footage. And so if you watch us live, it's
oh,
going to
sorry.
be a
No
little bit
problem.
different. But it's going to be the same topic, which is finding the right skincare for me. I'm here with Patricia Moura. Are you adjusting your microphone? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm checking my microphone. Hello, girls. Hello, guys. Hello,
Eliana
everybody.
Chan.
Hello.
And our guest of honor, Amal
Hi,
Aloudi.
how are you guys?
She's associate professor at Skyline with the Aesthetics course and also the founder of Audia Skin Care.
Hello. Yeah,
Welcome.
well,
Welcome.
Thank
hi.
you for coming. We're so
Welcome.
happy.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure being here.
So let's get right to the topic, right?
Yes,
Skincare.
of course.
Very
Our favorite
confusing. Our
favorite
favorite
topic.
topic to talk about. Very confusing, very overwhelming. Little bit, from the customer standpoint. I think I'm
Yes.
talking too loud. She's
Yeah.
talking too loud. Skincare, like, how do you start? Like, I'm starting to get interested on it. Let's say I'm a person that don't know anything about it. Like, how do I, start with the
Uh,
skincare?
so I think knowing your skin is the first step. Start noticing your skin. But I know from an experience trying to figure out your skin type and how to choose the right skincare products could be a little bit challenging. Just do your research. Do not like believe all the hypes and claims you see in social media, especially TikTok, with the like stunning before and after photos in a couple minutes, or after a couple of minutes of using the product. And finding the right skincare professional that that you can trust and they can guide you through and teach you more about your skin needs, and how to choose the correct skincare routine for your skin.
So
Yeah,
finding your esthetician.
not to be biased, but picking a esthetician, I think, is just so important when you are trying to like figure out things, and it's just a good investment on a
Yes.
skincare professional. I know I got into aesthetics because I do have a skin issue, which is rosacea, and just having some guidance. There's just a lot of people like they do their own research and they just don't know like what to pick and ingredients, and we all trained for that, like.
Yeah, and they might end up causing more problems and creating more like challenges instead of like helping themselves. They sometimes they end up having more problems for sure. So the need of having a like an esthetician is now like very visible, and people are aware of that. And but let's say if you can't afford going to an esthetician, at least there is a lot of, and I know like a lot of estheticians do that. They do like free consultations,
Yeah,
at
for sure.
least just look for an esthetician who is willing to do at least a free consultation, and yeah, go from there. If let's say if you can't do any of it, make sure that you are investing your time to at least research about what products you want to invest your money.
Let's say I don't have the time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go to esthetician because I
Mm-hmm.
don't like it, and I'm so broke, like so broke.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have almost any money, and I just want to pick a couple of products. Like, how do like, what should I pick?
I think starting with a gel, very gentle cleanser, pH balanced, meaning it does not have any actives in it that might cause like purging or compromise your barrier, is the first step. Choosing a really good moisturizer slash SPF. Sometimes, people do not have the time, they do want to invest in both, like two products. So a lot of brands now offering like really good SPF slash moisturizers. So it's a two-in-one. So that way they cut on the price. It's more cost effective, and it's also less time consuming. So look for a good moisturizer slash SPF. Um, And I would say a really good like serum, like hydrating serum.
So start simple
It's very simple
at first.
at first, just to try the product and see how your skin will react would react to it. There is also serums that can also like give you that hydration. So if you end up getting a moisturizer slash SPF, you can use that in the morning, and then in the evening you can just cleanse your skin and use that serum. I think that's the
Good
best. Like
tips.
getting,
Yeah,
yeah,
good
just
one.
getting like a really good, like simplifying. Um, Simplified skincare is really good and is a must, especially if you're just trying to navigate through the skincare industry and the skincare products. Try to know which skincare could or could not work for my skin. So just simplicity is a key.
So let's say, for example, my best friend Aliana,
Hmm.
I see her skin. It's beautiful
Wait,
skin.
she's your best friend?
Sometimes.
I thought
Daisy, are you listening to this? You're
I
gonna be
No,
mad.
my best friend
I
is
thought I
my
was your
best friend is
best friend.
Daisy, and if I don't say it's her, she's gonna kill me.
I was
Yeah,
your
I
best
forgot about
I'm
Daisy.
just
friend.
I
giving
don't know
a,
what I should say.
I'm just giving an example. Okay, so it's just a
Uh-huh.
random thing. I see
What's
her
our
skin.
relationship then?
We're best friends. Like I have many
Oh,
best
So
friends.
she has
yeah,
many best friends. Are you listening to this, Daisy?
I
oh,
have many best friends.
okay,
Okay.
I'm a
okay.
friendly person.
Yeah, you are.
Okay,
Anyways,
Back to the
definitely.
topic.
Back to the topic.
I see my best friend routine. His skin looks beautiful, amazing. Can I just do the same, like same thing as her, like exactly the same?
No, you can't, and you know that. It's and again, and we mentioned it earlier that it's hard to figure out a skincare routine that suits you because your own skin change due to many factors. So trying to keep up with your own skin needs is a challenge. So it's impossible to copy someone else's skincare because her skin is different. Her needs are different than yours for sure.
But she's my best friend. We want to
Doesn't
do
really
everything
matter,
together.
Joe. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really
We want to
matter.
do everything together. No?
Yeah, except for skincare. Except for skincare for sure. No.
I think Patricia had a question as far as
Yes.
different
Our skin's very different because
Mhm.
Eliana has
29 years old.
29 years old. Joanna has 49,
40.
40s, 40s,
49.
and I have 49. So
I look like
we
30, but
need to
anyways.
use
Me
a
too.
different type of skincare.
Like if we're talking about just the like age groups, yes, we do have like similarity. It's just like in our 20s, we need to use antioxidant, right? We used to use anti-inflammatory. Sometimes if we have hyperpigmentation, we need to use like melanogenesis inhibitors and brighteners, right? But in our 30s, we still need the same, ingredients, but now we need more powerful ingredients, and we need to add to that. And then in our 40s, our cell turnover is now like slower. We need products and treatments, not only products, like and treatments to stimulate that collagen and elastin and glycosaminoglycans in our skin to have like a more youthful and more like bright skin. So yes and no. Yes, we need to keep up with certain ingredients, but it just the intensity is different, the doses are different, and more. I would say advanced treatments is a must as we get older.
I think also like starting young because preventing all these things, especially with sunscreen, right? And all of these things. And I see people start younger the skincare now. Preventing is way cheaper than correcting. So
Correct.
all these people that have now the hyperpigmentation that they did like so much sun on their 20s and 30s, it's very expensive to correct, to have those corrective treatments. So I think the younger you start, the better.
Yeah, and not even with only with skincare. Like prevention is a key. With everything, like
Yes.
how much water do you drink? If you're a smoker, if you stress so much, if you drink too much alcohol, like everything. So our skin is our mirror. So whatever happens inside, it shows on the outside. So you need to definitely you need to invest in your health, and it's going to show on your skin. Your diet, your lifestyle, like, if you're a person who likes to exercise every day, it's definitely going to show. So not just only investing in skincare, which is a must, and protecting your skin from the sun and UV, even like from the screen, like the blue light.
For
So we
sure.
need,
Yeah.
we're always in front of our computers. We're always for
Cell
like
phones.
this, yeah, cell phones. We go out so much. So um, protecting our skin whenever we start early is the better when we mature.
For sure. I think that a lot of people just trust the skincare to do all the
The
job,
magic, yeah,
And again, we can help a lot, but we can only do so
so
much.
much,
It does
yeah,
come to a point that it's from the inside out as well, like drinking water, like eating a little bit more anti-inflammatory, like all these habits too. They're gonna make your skin better, and that's so I try to put in clients' brain that it's
yeah,
also what you do as well, and you can have the most amazing product and they work, especially if they have like you have a really good skincare line to that you trust and you see progression. But it comes to a point, a lot of it, like even like the past podcast that was in Portuguese, we talk about like inflammation, things that are
mm-hmm,
necessary to
mm-hmm,
keep your inflammation low.
mm,
They're very, very necessary. Like go hand in hand with like all skin conditions as well. So
yes.
also from the inside out for sure.
And it's good that you mentioned the educational part of it, because that's why I feel like having a good esthetician by your side, someone that you can trust, who did invest her time and money and effort and passionate about this, can really guide you through. I have one of my boys, my one of my sons. He always break out, and then he's like, your line does not help me so much. I'm like, you're supposed to help me as well, because he stressed so much.
Uh-huh.
Like, he eats like hot Cheetos all the time.
Oh my
And
god.
also, like when he starts, he would go to 7-Eleven and get like candy and a lot. And I'm like, you know what? Stop using my skincare. Stop ruining my reputation. It's yeah, because it's true. Like
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
cannot do so much. Even if I have the best skincare in the world, and what matters is also what you put in your body. That's
yeah,
going to reflect on your skin. So you really have to be careful, and you really have to get the knowledge that you need for to improve your skin conditions.
for sure, for sure. There's so many estheticians out
Hmm.
there and professionals.
Hmm.
Um, it's what if I want to be a good esthetician, since we're that topic? Like, what are some tips that you can say? Like how do I pick a good esthetician? Don't Not talking about myself because I'm wonderful. If you want like a good esthetician, and Liliana too.
Like you, yeah.
But no, let's say you're not in California and you can see me. Give us some tips of like how to pick your
This
esthetician.
is actually a tough one, and I'm a big fan of estheticians. Like I live, I'm with them all the time.
But they're not created equal, so
I would say, true.
uh huh.
I would say that more are more like passionate than others. More are they would dedicate their time to just for their clients, and I think for me, even, and I'm talking as like as a client, I would know the esthetician, like I would have a good judgment the first like 5 or 10 minutes, because you can see that, like the energy, you
Right.
can't hide your energy. They can sense. Clients are so smart.
Yeah.
They can sense how passionate you are, and do not think that they do not read, because nowadays clients are very smart. They read, they come to you, they know what they like. Either they heard about a treatment they want to do, they will ask you so many questions about it, or they already tried so many products, so they know what works for their skin and what not, but they want to take it to the next level. So do not think that students, clients are not smart enough.
Yeah.
They are, and as soon as estheticians talk to them, they know that, okay, so this is a really good esthetician that I can trust. And also, if the esthetician, and this is talking like I've been doing free consultations for years, I've never charged a penny. I remember my mom used to say, "You should charge because this is your time." And I don't get me wrong. It just at the time I felt like I'm not only teaching them; they are also teaching me because they were asking good
Yeah.
questions
Of
that made me go and invest in like getting the products that they were mentioning, testing the product they were mentioning, having like doing research of like a treatment they wanted to do. So it was a learning curve for me too. But they can sense that I'm so passionate about it. And
Yeah,
then
of
when I
course.
launched my line, they're still my clients because they trusted me. They know that it's not something that came just all of the sudden. It's something that I invested time and money and effort and put like blood and tears into it. So they are smart. They will know a good esthetician, especially now social media.
Yeah,
If they're looking through social media, they can see the before and after. They can see the way she talks, the way she she share her knowledge with them, and build a relationship from that platform.
or him, maybe.
Or him, sorry, yeah, of course,
of
yeah,
course.
yeah,
There's some
definitely.
really good
Males,
male
yeah,
estheticians over
yeah,
there
oh
for
yeah,
sure.
for sure, yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
So I think you have to pick somebody that matches your energy.
Yeah.
And it could be like sometimes I'm not for you, and
Sorry.
that's
Yeah.
fine. It's okay. There's people that don't like me and like Eliana because they match her energy. Like she's more
And
quiet.
what she specialized in, maybe they're
Right.
more interested. It's not like personal or anything
Yeah.
like that. It's just more they feel like better communication
Hmm.
with her. Maybe they can
Mm-hmm.
communicate better. Maybe she specializes in things that you don't specialize in. It doesn't make it. It's not ever personal
For
with
sure.
yeah,
Nice.
So let's make a very random question.
very
Okay.
random. Okay.
Let's say, okay, you went to Bali.
I've
Ah,
never
nice.
been. I've never been to
You've
Bali.
been to
Okay,
Bali.
but yeah, I heard about it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice. I've been there a couple of times.
Mm,
So, um, you went to Bali.
okay.
You pack your skincare.
Mm-hmm.
You did even like the travel sizes on your carry-on in your whole skincare line on your bag.
Mm.
Then you get on a bus.
I see what
Hold on.
what are we
Okay.
trying to
You
where
get on
were
a
we
bus,
heading? Okay.
and then all of a sudden, there's a gang in Bali. They get in the bus.
Oh my God, this is more intense. I'm
Yeah,
scared.
I'm scared
I'm
now.
scared
they,
now.
they get in the bus and they take everybody's bags, like all your carry-on bag
Okay.
and your regular bag. Okay, it's gone.
Okay.
The bus is from the hotel to, from the airport to the hotel.
Okay.
Okay, so there's a gang that come in the bus, then they leave. All you left is the money in your pocket, your ID, and
Mm-hmm.
obviously they're then contacting the police and the credit card company. So you cannot say SPF. You
Mm-hmm.
have that money on your pocket. You only can buy. It's only enough for you to buy one skincare product, just one. What do you buy?
In Bali.
In
Bali.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter. It could be anywhere.
you know why I ask? Because if so there is a lot of humidity there.
Okay.
You see, you should have picked somewhere else. But
Okay. No,
like
but I get it. But like, okay, you go anywhere
okay,
and you
anywhere.
can
Okay, let's
only
just
pick,
one
okay, let's
product.
say it's Bali or
Okay.
Paris
Okay. Because
or Brazil. You can
okay,
only
okay.
pick one product because that's the money in your pocket. I'm making this because not you're going to want to pick a bunch of products.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
So
was just
SPF, we know you want. So you're
yeah.
already going to buy. So the two products, you're going to buy SPF. What is the other product that you
So
buy?
I'm gonna have SPF no matter what.
Yes, you're going to have SPF. What's the second product?
So if I'm in Bali, I'm gonna do a gentle cleanser because it's humid and I have my SPF. So I don't really need a you know what I mean? It's just so humid. I'm gonna be like sweating all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And if I pick the moisturizer, it's gonna be like maybe I could break out. So I would just use a really good cleanser that I can use after like at night
Okay.
because just to get rid of the like SPF. And
So
then
if you're
the
in Bali, you pick a gentle cleanser, or in Brazil.
yeah, if it's a
Yeah.
hot, humid,
Mhm.
yes, I'm gonna
How
pick the
about in
cleanser.
Alaska?
Alaska moisturizer. A good
No
moisture.
cleanser. So what do you do? Like, what do you
So
do
I'm
to
gonna
cleanse?
apply the moisturizer as a mask. I'll use it and then wipe it off. Use it as a because oil attracts oil, and that's gonna get rid of like any like debris or oil accumulating on my skin. And then I'm gonna moisturize again because Alaska, yeah, I need moisturizer every like five
It's a
So
good
seconds,
tip.
colder, you're gonna do a moisturizer
and then
slash that you can pick,
yeah,
and you
a
can do like a
cleanser
mask, and then a
with a
cleanser
cleanser
on
in it.
humid.
Yeah,
It's a
Very
good
good
tip.
tips.
right.
Good tips. Don't
Okay.
get in a bus and Bali.
Mhm.
Big
No, I'm just.
imagination. Big imagination.
Jonas.
Very big imagination.
I know. I have so many ideas. Like my brain sometimes hurts at night. I'm not kidding. It's like a very big. I was telling Eliana I have to do something to um, give a
Calm down.
Calm
rest
yourself. Yeah.
to my
Calm
brain. I'm thinking.
Um,
She needs to
I really love that you mentioned that because I feel like I'm the same. Like I'm
Yep.
always thinking, I'm always like doing stuff. But yeah, I think since we are talking about beauty in general, taking care of ourself is a must. Our mental health
Uh-huh.
Yes.
is very important to take care of. And I feel like nowadays they do like yoga and so many good exercises for the brain, and believe it or not,
Yep.
they said the results that they have been getting, it's like using skincare or doing advanced treatments. And I believe it because the
Yeah.
brain,
Yeah.
so I think, yeah, we should sometimes have a break and just disconnect. Actually, I was telling Eliana, I lost my phone, so I don't have a phone. They told me it's gonna come in 48 hours, and I'm like, oh, what am I gonna do like without my phone? But I'm
Oh man,
relaxed
that would be a
already.
problem for me.
I know. I we're the same. It's just
How
I
do
feel like
what do we
more
do?
relaxed for some reason.
Yeah. No,
Hopefully,
for sure. Without my phone, I'll be totally
like otherwise I
relaxed.
was gonna see who's texting, who's what's happening in the world because the world cannot live one day without me. That's my
Yep.
phone is telling me
Yeah.
that.
But I think skincare and treatments and all of these things, they're really good things for self care and relaxing. So you can see, I'm doing my self care and I'm doing like, but it
Yes,
is
yes,
for sure.
and it makes you feel loved.
Yeah.
Like when you take care of yourself, you feel like, okay, now I'm having a time for this. This time is for me because I'm worthy of it. I deserve it, and you feel good about yourself, and you feel more confident for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it boosts your confidence.
Yeah, it's true.
So invest in skincare treatments. Come to see us. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes,
But
please
yeah,
do.
no, I'll tell this to my husband when I pick a couple treatments that I want to do. It's not even really good time right now is the winter. Really good time for invasive treatments,
Um,
right?
yeah, definitely. Like it's a good time to try to book like your chemical peel series, microdermabrasion. If you have like laser treatments, it's the perfect time because the sun is, the daytime is short and you don't have to stay longer, on the sun. And I feel like it's good to pay attention to what you can do during this time for your skin.
So if you're having a more aggressive treatment, like a peel or laser, what do you think like their skincare should be like? Any tips for that, like peels and lasers? I know there it's not all the same, but
It's
just
not, yeah,
general
not all
tips.
created equal, but I would say it's when you do like an advanced treatment or more intense treatment, you should keep it simple at home.
I agree.
Just like a very gentle pH balanced cleanser, a really good moisturizer. If you want to do a hydrating toner, so you can spray from time to time just for your skin to feel like nourished and hydrated, you can do that as well. Also, drinking water is a must. After like an intense treatment, you want to stay out of the sun. You want to make sure you're applying your SPF. Um, your sugar intakes also you should pay attention because it could cause more inflammation.
For sure.
And
Yeah,
yeah, so the more simple routine you do, the more progress you will see with those treatments.
for sure. What do you think is the most transformative product on like the most transfer, like what's gonna like give me like most amazing like difference before and after? You're gonna only pick one thing.
Exosomes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
That's
love it.
advanced.
Yeah,
Yeah,
super advanced.
yeah. You just, I mean, okay. So first of all, there, like we mentioned, there is no one ingredient fits all. But if you ask me for like one ingredient, then you put me like in a corner, and I have to give you an answer. I would say exosomes. Yeah, for sure.
I
And this
never
is what
done
we're
it.
trying to.
I want some now.
And now
Yeah.
we can use
We
here in
all
We
want
United
can,
States.
it.
we
Yeah,
can,
we
yeah,
Uh-huh.
can.
Yeah.
yeah. I think it's,
Can you
She
get me
can get
some?
it for
I
us.
bought. I bought. Now I have one.
exosomes. Yeah.
She has it.
No, I'm
I
very
knew
It's a
that. You did
interested.
not
secret.
know?
It's a secret. No, even like I'm trying to also formulate a product with exosomes. It
Oh,
just
nice.
costs so much.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very expensive.
Very expensive, and you have to be careful, like which lab you're, So it's just a lot of, it's gonna take some time. But I think, yeah, they're amazing, and the result, the before and after, and I think it's very promising
Yeah, all dermatologists, they are so happy
with exosomes.
because we can use exosomes now. So
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Very good. And also, not an ingredient, not a product, consistency.
consistency and being patient.
Yes.
Yeah, to see the to see the results, because whatever you've been doing for years, it cannot just be erased away or go away in a week or two or a month
I
into
know.
into.
And
Yeah.
we get, because of TikTok and Instagram and all of these things, we have so many people with unrealistic expectations. It's crazy. And they
Yeah.
It's a
want
lot.
like one
A lot.
treatment.
It's impossible.
Yeah. It's
It is
just like
impossible.
not.
Yeah, I just people are now so obsessed, and especially the younger generation. But but I think, again, and I feel like they're smart enough to go and check. Not all of them go to TikTok shop and pick like the product. I think sometimes they do research, and they understand that this is a joke, and it's not real. It doesn't, even like if you do a very advanced treatment and 100% this is gonna be effective, you did your research, whatever, it's gonna take time.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen in a night or two. It's
And
gonna.
remember, TikTokers and influencers,
Mm,
they're, well, some of them are, but the great majority of them are not skincare professionals. They're not estheticians. They're not dermatologists. They're not anything in the between. So be careful listening to advice out there or like trends and things, like we see it over and over again. I have myself gotten like calls of people like doing a chemical peel at home or doing microneedling at home. Those are not safe for to do at home. Of course, we can, instead of that, do like invest in a really good skincare routine
yeah.
than trying to do crazy stuff at home by yourself. You're not trained to do so, I feel. But now coming on the winter, then we talked about aggressive treatments as well. What are some tips that you give for this season for winter skincare for your skin to be better? I know it changes a little bit with skincare. What are some things that you suggest?
Before we move to that, since you mentioned like the influencers and their job,
Yes.
I am, as an educator, as a brand owner, I have been sent so many products from all over, um, like to test, and sometimes people would actually consult, like hire me just to give them consultation about certain products, or an esthetician would just ask me for my consultation to see if this product line would work with her. That was
Right.
before we launched Audia. And I can tell you, I was so surprised on how, like, the junk that was in those formulations. And with all due respect, some of them are like very, very big brands. And when
Uh-huh.
I was just reading the ingredient list, when I went through it, it was like, oh my God, it was just a lot, like a lot of like
Fillers.
sulfates,
Yeah.
preservatives, paraben, like lots of things that, like, even the regular consumer could see and tell that, I don't want this in my skincare. So yeah, you have to be careful, and you have to do your research before trusting someone to give you an advice. As far as the winter tips, I think using
I
a.
have a
Oh,
question
yeah,
then
go ahead.
about that.
Sure.
So like you mentioned, there's so much things on skincare, and since this is about skincare, um, how am a regular person?
Hmm.
I'm not a esthetician. I'm not, you know, how do I even know like that? Like, how do I recognize that junk that's in skincare? Like, how do I even pick that apart and I know if it's good, if it's bad?
It's gonna be a little bit hard,
Yeah.
to be
If you don't
honest
know
with
the
you. It's yeah,
ingredients,
if
it's
you don't
hard.
know the ingredients, like even some estheticians, and it's not bad because as you move like forward and you progress in your career, you will learn more and
Yeah, of
more
course.
every
Yeah.
day. So even it's hard for estheticians to even recognize everything at
Yes,
once.
for sure.
So I wouldn't like the perfect answer is it's a lot, and I think they should do more research on the brand and do like watch before and after, read more reviews. If the brands offer samples, that's good. If the brand is distribute their products in clinics, they can go and ask if you have the sample. They can book a facial with this brand. There's so many things, but to expect the client to go and flip that label and read everything, it's I think it's very tough.
Yeah.
Unrealistic.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
unrealistic. Yeah.
It's hard to tell, and it's also, but what I see is it's a lot of celebrities and influencers are hired, right, to do their brand
Yeah.
or to even like advertise a product, but a lot of times they don't even use that product. Like they use a completely like clinical or medical line, very different than what they're advertising as well. So it's
Not
like a
only that,
yeah.
it's not just the product line that they're using, the Botox, the fillers, the
Yeah, so much
laser, the
more treatments.
injections. Yeah.
It's not that product that did
it's
all that
it's not
difference.
even like if they might use a really like high quality skincare line, don't
Right.
get me wrong, but not only that,
Yeah.
because they look now they look younger than when they started.
Yeah, it's
Like,
crazy.
you know, like we have this artist in the Middle East, my brother, we were watching a show and she just appears and he's like, oh, I know her when she was older. Like, it's true because when she first came up like 25 years ago,
Yeah.
she looked older than when
It's
she does
crazy.
right
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is like it's not just don't be deceived by their
Plastic
look.
Yeah, besides
surgery.
Plastic
the
surgery.
Photoshop editing, filters. So, yeah,
Plastic
what you
surgery,
see,
though,
yeah,
big,
what
big
you.
thing. A lot of celebrities that has plastic surgery, they deny it. And then we're like, they're thinking they already have like 4 or 5 surgeries
Mm.
to look that way and to look younger. And they're like, oh, no, I don't do anything. I don't even do Botox. I'm like,
I
anyways.
feel like it's I mean, as we mature, we want to age like age gracefully, right?
Yeah, right. For
A
sure.
little Botox and fillers here and there, it's not gonna hurt. Like a vitamin booster, like exosomes or like whatever treatment, it's not gonna hurt from time to time. But I don't want to be obsessed with it to the point I lose my identity. Like I want to be able when I look at myself in the mirror to recognize myself,
Yeah.
even if I looked so much prettier with those. But it's like when I
Still
see
you.
myself, I want to see me.
Yeah.
Natural.
Yeah, I want to see me. Like I don't want to see a different person because no matter what, guess what? They're gonna age.
Yes.
No matter what,
At
they
some point.
even if at some point of their they will have to.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's just the circle of life.
Yeah. So coming back for the winter skin tips, I know now that we're in the winter, some tips that you say for winter
I
skin.
think it's using a humidifier is really good because of the it's gonna keep that moist. Sometimes while using the heater, our skin gets really dry. Diet, exercise, drinking plenty of water, being
Very
able to
important.
recognize if my skin is dry or dehydrated, and knowing how to prevent my skin from dehydration, eliminating staying long in the hot showers, that also can help to reduce like dryness and flakiness. Adding like some oils that your skin can tolerate at night, I think it's very effective. Using a very gentle cleanser, like you mentioned, using like a more creamier or like milky or an oil cleanser that also can help. um, Using a really good moisturizer that your skin can tolerate is also really good, and reducing your sugar intakes because this could cause inflammations.
And we do eat, I feel like, more worse in the winter.
Yeah, we gain weight because
Yeah, and
yeah.
like chocolate. I'm like a
Hot
chocolate
chocolate.
person. Elena is so quiet today. What's happening?
Well,
She's
this
just
is the
listening.
second
She's a good
recording,
listener.
so and
She's the good
I was
listener.
making the hardest question, so I'm
She's
not.
the good listener.
That was really good tips. Thank you so much for joining us, for coming. We hope to see
Thank
you again with
you.
You're
most
very
more
welcome.
topics.
Of
Yes.
course.
Yeah, we
So,
have a lot of questions.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
I'm
I
sure that's gonna like generate like this. It's going to generate some questions for us
yes.
to maybe even do a new one. Again in the future. So once again, give it up for Amal Aloudi. Thank
Thank
you for
you.
Thank
coming.
Thank you for having
you.
me. It's
Thank
a
you so
pleasure.
much.
Thank
Thank
you
you so
so
much,
much.
guys. Remember to subscribe to our channel. It's a new channel. It's a new podcast, but we're it's going to be so interesting. We're going to have wellness and skincare advice, and yeah, we're here, and we're going to do this every week. One week is going to be in English, and the second week is going to be in Portuguese. They're all going to have subtitles. With us three, we're Brazilian, so we want to bring like really good invitees from Brazil to talk, and also here we mix both aesthetics, the Brazil and the United States world. So yeah, subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
See
you.
you next week.
Bye.
Bye.